Hello, welcome to the stream, and today going to be carrying on from my last stream and doing my second attempts at completing Demon Within on Veteran without dying or using any checkpoints. Basically last time managed to get 3 attempts in. First one died on the zombie section right at the end, trying to get ammo at a stupid time instead of switching weapons. So, died due to my own stupidity with that one. Then, second attempt, about halfway through, fighting soldiers through the farmyards area. And threw a grenade up in the barn to try and kill someone on a turret, and didn't cook the grenade, and as a result, the computer threw the grenade back at me and killed me. And then the third attempt, it glitched out and crashed the game, but I was pretty much at the end of my time anyway. So yeah, hopefully this attempt I won't make any stupid mistakes this time. I'm hoping to do it first time. I know I'm perfectly capable of doing it first time. Like, setup's fine, my general strategy is fine, it's just not getting any glitches or making any stupid mistakes really. But yeah, fingers crossed it all goes to plan. I will mention that I've been streaming less past week or so.
His diagnostics are showing some...
If you look through my uploads, you'll see that there's been a change. Basically, I was doing a spot of work for a friend, but that won't be happening anymore. I may go back into proper employment at some point, which will obviously affect my streams, but at the moment I should be back to normal on that front anyway. But yeah, hopefully I'll get this done, meaning tonight I can
Egyptian allies are in position. They have
get started on the next mission. Get the accolades collectibles done. But one step at a time. Let's get me hijack, get me Cerberus, and destroy this. Oh shit. Managed to avoid him. Those spikes are like the main problem to watch out for using this. You keep a bit of distance, you should be fine. Just spam rockets and the machine gun. Rockets do most damage. Let's say keep a bit of distance and should manage to take her out before she does too much. God knows where those javelins went. Didn't kill me, so it's fine. Yeah, just do what I did there. Gonna need that later. But yeah, this first bit's nice and easy. Just get to cover, hijack Cerberus and spray her down. If she does manage to destroy your Cerberus, then just stay in the cover and wait and take out the next one. As long as you've got shields, you should be fine for the javelin missiles. There are patches of cover you can take where you have cover above you. If you don't have the repulsor shield, you can take like the damage from a deflected blast on that without dying. I believe on realistic it'll kill you anyway. They do in every other part of this, like combat immersion and the like. But yeah, that first bit's is not a problem. Got some cutscenes now and then a little section with soldiers. which again shouldn't be a problem. It's just a matter of taking your time and using the fireflies, which is easy as pie. So most of this mission is quite simple, just take your time with it sort of thing, stay in cover. It's just that last zombie section, which is just a case of overkill on your class. So you've got 2 weapons that can take them out quick. Recommend an SMG and an AR. AR for most of the map long distance encounters. Then your SMG to switch to in that house because it's all close quarters. I used a VMP because obviously it's the most powerful SMG. Ammo is a concern in there, but there's places you can get it from. It's just a case of getting at the right time, I suppose. Not doing what I did and wait until the last minute where all the ammo boxes are in flames, and yeah, the flames will kill you on that section. But yeah, use camo as your ability, because it basically is sort of like killing time in zombies. All the zombies will freeze, they won't attack you, and you can run around, clear them all out. Use the time to get ammo or whatever. And it also gives you access to the rapid strike.
I studied it at the academy. I cited it in my final papers.
If they get too close, you can basically one-hit kill all the zombies.
One of those battles that show you what you're really made of, who you really are.
Wait for it to stop talking. Yeah, let me. There you go.
Congratulations, Private. You drew the shortest straw of all.
So always have your
Now get your ass to the front line.
ability that's right on the D-pad. You want to be able to see them whilst you're behind cover.
This has to be an illusion. It has to be.
Just so you know where to take cover. You can shoot them from a distance. Just get the outline. How are you there with a teammate? You are fucking useless, Rivera. You'll never get promoted from being a private. Okay, he's not got a line of sight to me. Push up to next cover. Would help if my aim wasn't so terrible. Couldn't really see him, but yeah, I'm not getting any shots in on him. Not giving me an outline for that sniper. There you go. Who's that shouting? Mars. Yep, I'm alright as long as I get in this cover. Pop that, stop him getting too close. There we go. Teammates moved up. God knows where he is. But we should have these spawned in. Pop them, push mid. Up and down. Now I want to push up this flank. That way I've not got to worry about the left side because there's a wall there, and I've not got to worry about the right side because these rocks give you cover. Get out from behind your tree. Alright, there's a few spawn down there. There's also some around the corner in there. Just make sure I'm not gonna push round on these lot then. Say there's a turret that seems to have an infinite spawn. Like you'll always have enemies rush over to it if you killed a person on it. This bit of cover lets you take out this little gully down here. You're friendly. Although teammates seem to have got most of them. Nope, that was an enemy. With a teammate sat right next to him. Not letting me get a long shot down on him. Right, I need ammo. There was a box up here. I still get shot in the back. Where's that ammo box? There it was. So I've cleared out back here, so not got to worry too much. Obviously I took a shot in me back, which isn't ideal, but yeah. These be fireflies push across to this rock. Keep out of sight of that turret. I need to push up there, really. These fireflies. Weaken him out. Someone up here on that turret, but I believe my teammates pushed up enough now. That's what I mean. They like constantly push it. I think they took up this second turret. Yep, which means we're clear to go through.
Don't you know? So much suffering. So
Push
much
through here until the enemies spawn. Got these two which are in sight of me. It would stop giving me hit markers, thank you. Now we can push up to this, pop the flies to take out the ones around the corner. Which means I can now start working my way around this rock. I'm gonna take out the load to the right first. There are some that spawn down there, but from what I found, they do not shoot at you. Where is that lot? Oh, fucking annoying. Because now I can go to this rock. I've just got to concentrate down here and I won't get shot on my flank. But just peek out from cover, take out the people on the outside first. Okay. Now I've got a line of sight on him. He's still fucking going. Alright, he's dead. That's what I mean, you like poke out so only one person can see you. You take them out. He can't see me, which leaves you. You shooting at me? You are as well. Cool. Got line of sight over there. Go to me next rock. Fireflies to kill the ones that spawn next to me. Some of them appear down there, but I think I might need to push more. Move to that rock next. I don't think any more have spawned in yet, so push down here, fireflies, lie down. Yeah. That's that side done. That's why we use firefly, because there's always some that spawn in right next to you. You push up cover to cover like this. Right, it looks clear, so I'm gonna start pushing the left. Basically each time the ground moves is when enemies spawn. They don't spawn every time the ground moves, but every time enemies spawn the ground moves, if that makes sense. So each time you notice the ground moving, like so, just be on high alert for enemies to appear. Right, I recognise this. It's the last little bit before the wolf's up there. Means I've just got a couple hiding about over here somewhere. Use that. Yeah, there's one in the mid, but there's also some that run up there. But I think my fireflies are dealing with them. I believe I just got him. Don't see anyone else up on that ridge. Normally like 3 or 4 enemies. Yep. Another couple there. And I think that is all of the soldiers dealt with.
What the hell was that?
Yep.
The dire wolves. At first they scavenge.
You've got these 2 in the middle, which, from what I've seen, don't actually attack you. Then there's one up on that rock, and one up on the rock over here, but he jumped. I believe he sits there. But basically one on the rock either side, and 2 in the centre that you've got to worry about. Camo is your best bet in my eyes for ability. It stops them tackling you. The ground's moving, but there's like a few dog bodies here, well, wolf bodies, and that's what you're keeping an eye out for. Running, There's some in the distance, yes, but they don't jump in till you get closer. There you go. Now these are alive. Take them out. As long as you get the 4 that I pointed out, they will all run down this path. In my first couple of attempts I didn't realise the 2 on the rocks, and they'd end up running up behind me and I'd end up taking damage from them, which obviously is not what you want. But, so as long as you get them as early as possible, you'll be fine. Or some spawn there. Believe that's it. The next trigger for the spawn is when I pass them, so I'm going to trigger that, which will get some jumping over there, some jumping over there, some generally running down that path and running down that path. But they've all got a funnel neck here, so if you run back here like this, there's the trigger, back up, I'm going to shoot them as they get over this rock.
Imagine yourself in a frozen
Take out 4, reload, because they run in 2s. So worst case scenario, you need to take out 4 between each reload. Then after the initial 4, they spread out a bit into doubles like that. And that should be me lot. Grab some ammo. And yeah,
Sarah,
that's all of them spawned. Got this little
have you heard it before?
animation. And then the ground opens up and we're running off back over there into the next set of cutscenes.
You were dying, Sarah.
But that is this section completely done.
Dying.
So even on the hardest difficulties, it's
Try to remember
not that difficult.
what happened.
You don't have to
after
go
Black
that
Creek.
slow, to be fair. Like some missions you spend like 5 minutes hiding in a fucking corner, slowly chipping away at the enemies because there's a stupid amount of them. But on this mission, with the route I just took, I've found that doesn't actually get a huge amount of enemies spawn, plus you've got your teammates who will wipe them out fairly quickly. It's just a matter of having that bit of patience, peeking one of them at a time from cover, and just working your way through a lot of them. Clear and move to cover, then clear them out, move to cover. Just keep repeating it as you progress through. It's a common theme with pretty much every one of these missions. If you get loads of bots and that side of enemies, you want to be hijacking them from cover, because once you're hijacked, most enemies won't target you. The warlords, they'll do, from what I've noticed anyway. But the robots and standard soldiers and your bigger robots won't target you, so in general if you can get like a Talon or a Cerberus, hijack it, you can clear most things out with them. Right, this section you want to move to the left wall because it lines up the 3 enemies, and then you just spray, as you'll see in a second. If you just try standing still and shooting them, it's basically 3 separate targets, and it is a challenge to kill them all before they shoot you twice. Kills you on this, or once for realistic, but if you move left, they all line up quite nicely to this wall. You can spray them down like that before they even aim onto you. Now, the enemies outside won't pop up until you move out of here, so make sure you're on the fireflies. Yeah, you can kill them before they spawn. Never really worry too much about that, but make life a little easier. I believe that keeps this first bit clear, so I like to lie behind these logs, fireflies, let your teammates do some work. wait for him to get distracted by the fireflies. You should be able to take them all out and slide up to here.
We're taking back, boy. We're not leaving till the job's done.
And then yeah, they're all around this building. You do get some spawn up along here, but teammates took them out. Looks like we're clear up to this corner. Yeah, you don't get any in there. From what I've noticed, next set of enemies are here. Yeah, you're friendly. Which means I can push up to this corner. So you shouldn't get any push up through here. You can use fireflies to take him out. He's the one who I tried using a grenade on, and he ended up throwing it back down at me because I didn't cook it. And it landed like here and killed me. Which is a stupid mistake I've made, number 2. But yeah, once you get the ones inside that barn, I recommend dropping here. And as usual, work your way around cover. From one side to another. Taking them out one at a time. As long as only one can shoot you, you can stop yourself from getting shot most of the time. If you struggle doing this, then I'd say use camo. Yeah, they're all dead. Nice to know me fireflies did their job. And yeah, you got a few more here. Want to make sure they're clear. Wait for me, fireflies. Next set of enemies are down there. But we jump in here, you trigger their spawn. Basically each time Sarah moves, the next wave of enemies will spawn in. So make sure you killed one lot before you move on to the next. Up for this corner, because you get no enemies like down here. They all spawn towards the centre from here. By the looks of it, there's someone in this barn. Although God knows who they're shooting at. Cool. Let's go down to the back side of this stairwell, get this bit of cover, and now they spawn. Normally that opens up while you're in that barn, but it's not a big issue. If you're struggling with that, like with them not spawning until you start moving down here, you can use camo to work across this gap. But you shouldn't have that much of a problem. So shoot at your teammates in general. Although teammates are fucking useless at killing those two. They weren't looking at me. Fireflies got them, but yeah, would be nice if my teammates could kill the people stood right in front of them. I think that's all of them. Might be one still in that barn, but oh no, he stood there. I'll leave him to it. So you got this little cutscene, then you got the square with the tank pushing up to the church, where I've noticed the glitches. Need to pop your sight back on after the cutscene, because God knows why it doesn't. work. But yeah, this bit is nice and easy to tell if you've actually killed someone, because they go flying off like that. Which makes things a hell of a lot easier. Let's say you can wall peek this bit. Shoot through this little gap. They can shoot you here, but from what I found, they just won't. This is why I picked up the RPG earlier. If you don't, then camo up, and there's one on that fountain. Wow, there's a couple on that fountain.
The German King Tiger, they called it. Immunitions. Are you strong enough?
I guess you gotta move out the building for it to spawn them. So normally I'll go out and get the RPG out there, so it spawns either way. I thought it was there from the start though, in all honesty. How can I not shoot him? God knows. So yeah, I suppose I didn't save a camo there anyway, but at first camo, just run out, grab the RPG. And then this cover should be fine as long as you take out the first couple. But so if you don't already have an RPG, camo, move out to the fountain. There's one RPG there. There's an RPG there. Grab one of them, run back, you'll have plenty of camo for it. Do that like straight away. Then take out sniper and the enemy down here. Because once you got them, you'll find this little box bit. And then basically just do what I'm doing. Where's that tank gone? I'm having some really weird tanks logic here. I definitely didn't destroy it. I think it's just drove up the path. Bit slow killing them. There you go. He's up there now. Yep, 3 shots it'll destroy it. I like sending in a 4th because why not? I can use a 4th. Now once you take out the main lot, you'll have the next lot. They're basically on the corner of the road. You got the square, then the road leads up, and they're on the corner bit. But you should be fine. Grab this ammo quick. Fill up the RPG as well. But you should be fine to move up to these buildings. There's another RPG there. Where you use fireflies. There should be one in the building above me, but he's not going to be an issue. Guys in the top of these houses are really annoying. There's another one round here. Surprised they didn't try and shoot me. Pop fireflies, distract the guy that could have been up here, but guess fireflies already dealt with that. We'll bang you. Can't get him. And this is why you keep. I don't know what that's called, to be fair. You're cybernetic, being able to see people through gaps and that. Got full ammo, so that's not a problem. She doesn't like moving. Wanna go in that building. Make sure I don't die here. Yeah, got him. There are some enemies that spawn up here, but one of them is the guy that comes up in this corner. So, I've already cleared this place out. And yes, I could have just jumped up here instead of going through the house, but I now know that this house is empty. But yeah, that's another spawn point for him in that house. They all seem to be clear. Yeah, once you get in this house, she'll move up to there. Get back the fireflies, and just got the courtyard to clear off here. So there's a few of them that stand close, which the fireflies will take out. Shoot all the guys off in a distance that appear. Right, I'm gonna run downstairs, grab that ammo quick. Then camo, and we wanna basically push up to the left hand side of this building. Just went straight out, you get a few more spawning. Shit, he was pre-aiming that like a bitch. So unrealistic, that would have been game over. There's 2 bullets you can take. He's really going for it, isn't he? Fireflies should distract him. Go. Gunfire in the background is a guy that spawns beneath the map, I guess. I wasn't actually in cover there, but seems like we're taking them all out. And this hasn't glitched out. Nicely. But yeah, you should probably play a bit slower than I did in that bit to avoid taking shots. But the tactic of how you do it remains the same.
This is out of control. We have to stop this.
Brute force. Sometimes
Fireflies in here. First priority. Taking out these soldiers. I think that's the one beneath nearby dealt with. So use fireflies to distract any that are close to you. Well, I'm not getting. There we go. So there's one in the far corners. Snipers, that is. Should be alright to push across here. So the ASP's, well, APC, whatever the fuck they're calling it, is basically too close to actually target me. Like, it doesn't have line of sight into here. Unless you move too far like I just did. I believe that that is all the soldiers dealt with. There's another point down there. Hey, there was another one. Right, let's take the shield down then. Make sure he's not looking at me. He's starting to, so I'll back up. First time you take the shield down, it takes 2 lots of ammo, I find. So it's best to go to about 10-20 ammo left. Reload, reset yourself. I didn't hit my fireflies getting an enemy as well, so flip over to camo, take his shield down, and 2 rockets, back into cover. Got another 2, he's turning this way. Yep, you can track him through these barriers and he won't target you. But I need his gun facing the other way. Or camo. Camo works. This will destroy it in 1. So every time after you take the shield down the first time, it will keep a bit less health each time. So after the first time you can take out the shield with a full clip. Yeah, he's looking at me again. Basically, if his gun's facing the other way, like here, I won't use camo, you can spray it down. Then by the touch round, he's got your 2 shots off. And yep, that's him done. So just take your time, use either camo or wait until his gun's looking the other way. Big turret at the top. The machine guns can hit you, but if you stay behind the barriers, he won't shoot you with them. Is what I've noticed anyway.
I don't feel like I remember it.
But yeah, there's that bit section done. Now the next considerable bit is the zombie section, which is where I messed up last time. Well, my first run of me last time.
We traded the intel from Corvus and the Black Station to the Immortals.
Just gotta make sure I don't make that mistake again.
Once we had Salim's location, we used an NRC assault to make the grab.
Got a load of cutscenes and that I cut before then though. Just to make the mission a little longer.
Taylor was obsessed. We all were. He said it was the only place we'd ever be safe.
Like how my phone's losing battery even though it's on charge. Or watching my stream. Normally it's alright, but
We held up in the old aquifers and made our plan to snatch Salim.
yeah, this just basically sets up the next mission.
Is that where Taylor and Moretti are headed now? It must be. Kane should be able.
Cheers indeed. And obviously the next mission you go to these water towers going after Taylor. So I can understand this bit of cutscene being chucked in it. It's basically the purpose of this mission, going through a mind, working out everything they know. And this is what they was doing before you rocked up.
We gotta get out of here. Why are you doing this to me? I have done nothing wrong.
You were part of it. You were there from the beginning. The CIA DNI mind control program.
Taylor, we got incoming.
Hall, suit up. Deal with it.
What do you want from me?
Tell me about the frozen forest.
The forest is nothing. It was just an idea I planted in the minds of the patients. It was meant to help them find peace after the experiments.
Right, the illegal DNI experiment. Hidden beneath a corporate facade, a project that killed over 300,000 people.
It wasn't my fault. Something happened with the software that collated and streamed the test subjects' experiences. The project was no longer under control. He's not to blame.
Then who was? Who was?
The project was under the direct command of Sebastian Kruger, a senior executive in Coalescence.
Here's another person that we're gonna have to go after.
Relocated to the headquarters in Zurich.
Thank you.
That's a hell of a mission, that one. Can't say I'm looking forward to it.
This is a simulation, right? Like in training.
This is not a simulator.
What the hell is that?
And now we have the zombie section, where to start off with, just run loops.
Trying to kill us.
God knows how I got stuck on them. Yeah, just run loops until the fire appears. And then we'll head upstairs into me corner. I'll make sure I get ammo this time. And that's where the fun starts. Holding down air until the fire gets hit though, really it isn't. And shouldn't be a problem. Use me VMP for a bit. Seeing as I'm going to need it. Alright. Yeah, we have fire. This is a bit early to be moving up here, but it just keeps things safe.
Paul, if we stay here, we will burn.
Limits the places they can appear. They can jump through the roof, through the hole, through the fire, through this stairway, and down the middle.
Who are you? What do you
There's a lot to look at, but a bit early. Got full fire going now.
The last second surge of chemical and electrical activity in a dying brain. Short-circuiting the DNI.
Don't need to swap my ammo out yet.
A flood of memories and thoughts. Half real.
I believe we're about to go into the final section of this. Which is where it gets interesting. This is where VMP with fast mags and the like comes in handy. And that's where the rapid strike comes in handy. You get several close, just spam the right stick. And of course, make use of the auto aim. Help you flick between the zombies easier. They're getting close, aren't they? Yeah, gotta be getting towards the end. Switch back to the KN for ammo's sake. Basically last time, instead of doing that, I basically decided to go get the ammo box that's over there. Right. Shit! They fucking killed me anyway. Oh, damn it. I thought with camo I'd have enough fucking time to do that. I should have had enough fucking time. I swear they just fucking hit me with... my camo running. For fuck's sake. So when you pop your camo, they're supposed to fucking stay still. And leave you alone. This fucking mission, man. It's bloody zombie section, more importantly. Just ammo. Ammo is the main concern. Like, don't quite have enough to last me through it. Gonna have another look at my creator class. See if I can set them up better for this mission. But yeah, that's the general idea of what we're trying to do with this mission. It's just obviously not making that dumbass mistake every time. Trying to get more ammo. That's twice I've died to that now.
There's something I have to tell you.
But it's one of those, if I don't get more ammo, I'll probably end up running out. Got extended mags, fast mags on you. You've just got fast mags. Okay, we'll take one of them off. Fit extended mags to me VMP. And I'll swap you for fast mags. Both got extended mags, fast mags now. I should be alright. That'll give my VMP a bit more ammo.
He's asleep. I'm running
Should make enough of a difference.
Can I trust you?
Can I trust you?
How about I tell you the truth? When Taylor's team uncovered the black
Thinking about it.
they threatened to go public. The CIA couldn't
Gonna
take
give
the risk.
myself
They were called back to be
class
silent.
1 with the VMP. give myself another class that if I do need to go get ammo, I can go to that armory box and just swap out to a fully loaded VMP instead of swapping and swapping again. Because I would have been fine there. Increase my range and penetration. How I want him. Actually no. Give myself another attachment on here. Give myself an RK5 as secondary, just as an extra backup, but that should be fine for the mission. Not as much this time, I think I've covered everything I need to. I'm just going to try and get through the bloody mission as quick as possible, and hopefully I'll see you on the other side with this challenge done.
Hendricks. His diagnostics are showing some irregularities. It could be a minor calibration issue, but I don't want to ignore it. Especially in light of his recent outbursts. You know what I'm talking about. That's why you didn't tell him about the tracker he slipped Salim.
We're about to launch an assault alongside the Egyptian army. How do we make sure his head stays straight?
I can adjust his meds remotely, which should help level him out. But we can't let him compromise our chance to grab Taylor.
It won't come to that, Kane. I'll make sure of it.
Egyptian allies are in position. They have the building surrounded.
Manticore operating with a human pilot.
Looks like Sarah Hall in the cockpit.
You got a fix on Taylor and Moretti? Where are they heading?
Negative.
Then the only way to Taylor is through Hall. We can't afford to lose him again.
Hall's on the move.
Manticore operating at 70%.
We gotta get through her to get to Taylor. Focus fire!
Hall now operating at 40%.
Her shields won't hold much longer.
She's down! She's down! Hurry, you have to interface before we lose her. We need a full extract. Recordings, memory, everything. Something's gotta give us a lead on Taylor.
Please don't.
So this is what we do now? Kill her own because they blew open a conspiracy in her own backyard.
You don't know what this'll do.
I know. And I'm sorry. What is this?
Hey! Hendricks!
What is that? Is that a baby?
Right, attempt number 5, hopefully this one goes a bit bloody better.
Anyone there?
Not gonna have any problems. Getting through up until the zombie section. And I should be better kitted out for that section as well, so fingers crossed it all goes to plan.
This can't be.
We all knew that we had just stumbled onto a CIA black program that had been buried for a decade. A program that in all probability had led directly to the Singapore disaster. We called it in, and we were ordered back to the Black Station for debriefing.
All right, you know the routine. Secure the area, I'm gonna pull.
Sarah? Can you hear me?
I know what this is. This is I studied it at the academy. I cited it in my final paper as one of the greatest examples of courage and bravery in military history. One of those battles that show you what you're really made of, who you really are. I used to dream about it.
Follow me. Let's show them how we do this, boys! Congratulations, Private. You drew the shortest straw of all. Welcome to Bastogne. Now get your ass to the front line.
How is this possible? We're on the battlefield of World War II. This has to be an illusion. It has to be.
All right, man, this is it. No retreat, no surrender. On me! On me! Stay down! Wait your orders! There's a lot of them out there.
we here, Sarah?
Don't you know? So much suffering, so much pain. It wasn't just the enemy soldiers.
Well, guess I was pushing too quick there and ended up dying, but I'll get it restarted again in a second. I will get this fucking done, this stream. Bear with me.
There's something I have to tell you.
Where's Hendricks?
He's asleep. I'm running him through some DNI diagnostics. Can I trust you? Hendricks. His diagnostics are showing some irregularities. It could be a minor calibration issue, but I don't want to ignore it. Especially in light of his recent outbursts. You know what I'm talking about. That's why you didn't tell him about the tracker he slipped Salim.
We're about to launch an assault alongside the Egyptian army. How do we make sure his head's...
Egyptian allies are in position. They have the building.
Manticore, operate!
Like Sarah Hall in the cockpit.
You got a fix on Taylor or Moretti? Where are they heading?
Negative.
Then the only way to Taylor is through Hall. We can't afford to lose him again.
Hall's on the move.
Manticore operating at 70%.
We gotta get through her to get to Taylor. Focus fire!
Hall now operating at 40%.
Her shields won't hold much longer.
Manticore energy down to 10%. She's down! She's down! Hurry, you have to interface before we lose her. We need a full extract. Recordings, intel, memories, everything. Something's gotta give us a lead on Taylor.
Please Stone.
So this is what we do now? Kill our own because they blew open a conspiracy in our own backyard.
You don't know what this'll do.
I know. I'm sorry.
What is this? Hey! Hendricks!
I don't think you're quite.
What is that? Is that a baby? Hello? Is anyone there?
Please listen to what I say. The exchange of information between us will be without an understanding.
This can't be. Kane! Can you hear me?
We all knew that we had just stumbled onto a CIA black program that had been buried for a decade. A program that in all probability had led directly to the Singapore disaster. We called it in, and we were ordered back to the Black Station for debriefing.
All right, you know the routine. Secure the area, I'm gonna pull up.
Sarah? Can you hear me?
I know what this is. This is Bastogne. I studied it at the Academy. I cited it in my final paper as one of the greatest examples of courage and bravery in military history. One of those battles that show you what you're really made of, who you really are. I used to dream about it. Follow me.
Ready to move. Congratulations, Private. You drew the shortest straw of all. Welcome to Bastogne. Now get your ass to the front line.
How is this possible? We're on the battlefield of World War II. This has to be an illusion. It has to be.
Well, I should have had that guy there, but apparently all my shots fucking missed when he became 1 health. Absolutely typical. But, yeah, suppose we carry on, keep on fucking trying. Might get there in the end.
There's something I have to tell you.
Where's Hendricks?
He's asleep. I'm running him through some DNI diagnostics. Can I trust you? Hendricks. His diagnostics are showing some irregularities. It could be a minor calibration issue, but I don't want to ignore it. Especially in light of his recent outbursts. You know what I'm talking about. That's why you didn't tell him about the tracker he slipped Salim.
We're about to launch.
Egyptian allies are in position. They have the
Manticore operating with the key.
Looks like Sarah Hall in the cockpit.
You got a fix on Taylor and Moretti? Where are they heading?
Negative.
Then the only way to Taylor is through Hall. We can't afford to lose him again.
Hall's on the move.
Manticore operating at 70%.
We gotta get through her to get to Taylor. Focus fire!
Hall now operating at 40%.
Her shields won't hold much longer.
Manticore energy down to 10%. She's our only lead to Taylor. Bring her down. She's down. She's down. Hurry, you have to interface before we lose her. We need a full extract. Recordings, intel, memories, everything. Something's gotta give us a lead on Taylor.
Please don't.
So this is what we do now? Kill her own because they blew open a conspiracy in her own backyard.
You don't know what this'll do.
I know. And I'm sorry.
What is this? Kane! Hendricks! What is that? Is that a baby? Hello?
Right, try and give this run my full concentration. Been a bit distracted. It's my first death, but
The exchange of information is a
It's just frustrating because I know I can do this level. It's just not making stupid mistakes from where I'm trying to push through it too quick. Or just stick with the plan and I should be fine.
This can't be. Sarah? That voice, do you
Not sure why my A button stops registering that and pressing it down every now and then. The same with lying down. Bug with my controller. Or I would say that, but it seems to happen with every single fucking controller.
We all knew that we had just stumbled onto a CIA black
It's always a load of fun. Just thought I'd point that out. You can see it yourself with the Holden 8 skip.
We called it in, and we were ordered back to the black station for debriefing.
Well, I'm really not happy with being killed by that guy next to the turret there. He must have been one shot. I fired like around 10 fucking shots into him, none of which registered, while he fired 3 into me and killed me. Absolutely lovely. Should never have lost that gunfight. Apparently I did.
Sarah? Can you hear me?
I know what this is. This is Bastion. I studied it at the academy. I cited it in my final paper as one of the greatest examples of courage and bravery in military history. One of those battles that show you what you're really made of, who you really are. I used to dream about it. Follow me. I'll show you.
Congratulations, Private. You drew the shortest straw of all. Welcome to Bastion. Now get your ass to the front line.
How is this possible? We're on the battlefield of World War II.
Let's show them how we do this, boys.
This has to be an illusion. It has to be.
Well, that fucking stun did absolutely nothing there. Absolute bullshit.
There's something I have to tell you.
Where's Hendricks?
He's asleep. I'm running him through some DNI diagnostics. Can I trust you? Hendricks. His diagnostics are showing some irregularities. It could be a minor calibration issue, but I don't want to ignore it. Especially in light of his recent outbursts. You know what I'm talking about. That's why you didn't tell him about the tracker he slipped the Liam.
We're about to launch an assault alongside the Egyptian army. How do we make sure his head stays straight?
I can adjust his meds remotely, which should help level him out. Egyptian allies are in position. They have the building surrounded.
Manticore operating with a human pilot.
Looks like Sarah Hall in the cockpit.
You got a fix on Taylor and Moretti? Where are they heading?
Negative.
Then the only way to Taylor is through Hall. We can't afford to lose him.
Hall's on the move.
Manticore operating at 70%.
We gotta get through her to get to Taylor. Focus fire.
Hall now operating at 40%.
Her shields won't hold much longer.
Manticore energy down to 10%. She's our only lead to Taylor. Bring her down. She's down. She's down. Hurry, you have to interface before we lose her. We need a full extract. Recordings, intel, memories, everything. Something's gotta give us a lead on Taylor.
Please don't.
So this is what we do now? Kill our own because they blew open a conspiracy in our own backyard.
You don't know what this'll do.
I know. And I'm sorry.
What is this? Kane! Hendrick!
I don't think you're right.
What is that? Is that a baby? Hello? Is anyone there? This can't be.
We all knew that we had just stumbled onto a CIA black program that had been buried for a decade. A program that in all probability had led directly to the Singapore disaster. We called it in, and we were ordered back to the Black Station for debriefing.
All right, you know the routine. Secure the area.
Sarah? Can you hear me?
I know what this is. This is Bastion. I studied it at the Academy. I cited it in my final paper as one of the greatest examples of courage and bravery in military history. One of those battles that show you what you're really made of, who you really are. I used to dream about it. Follow me. I'll show you.
Don't let him catch a break! Congratulations, Private. You drew the shortest straw of all. Welcome to Bastion. Now get your ass to the front line.
How is this possible? We're on the battlefield of World War II.
You'll be all right.
This has to be an illusion. It has to be. are we here, Sarah?
Don't you know? So much suffering, so much pain. It wasn't just the enemy soldiers.
hell was that?
The dire wolves. At first, they scavenged upon the wounded, the weak. Later, they went after the strong.
Listen only to the sound of my voice. Let your mind relax. Imagine yourself in a frozen forest.
Sarah, hear that voice. Have you heard it before?
You forced a DNI interface knowing that it would scramble my mind.
You were dying, Sarah. I had no choice.
Dying!
You have to focus. Try to remember. What happened at the Black Station?
We'd uncovered a secret that could destabilize the geopolitical landscape and undermine the... We had no choice but to cut a deal with the Immortals and get the hell out of Singapore.
Why do you think you're here? What's so significant about this battle? Why do you dream about it?
I played the details over and over in my mind. I knew I wasn't strong enough to fight this battle. I knew I wasn't brave enough. When I wrote that paper, I hadn't even seen real combat yet. I had read first-hand accounts of what they went through, but I couldn't imagine how they did it, how they held on.
Sometimes you have to hold on.
Sometimes you have to. This is the path. The path we both must.
That was far too fucking close. God knows why they took that many shots. I'm not sure how much you saw that, but to repeat, that was far too fucking close. Clutch camo there. These first two I should have killed a lot quicker than that, but... on that one. Go get them to spawn him. Basically just playing like absolutely defensive through this. About halfway through and I wanna get this fucking mission done. killed him first, but managed to get the reload in. Let's push through this barn. Take out that dead enemy. Didn't realise you could stand on this fence. Apparently there's still people in there. Start working my way around here though. It normally gets someone rush up to this turret, but if they want to, like. Yeah, I'll be fine behind me. Take out these ones in the courtyard again. Should be good. Nice nade, whoever that was. Just got the bomb, but if my slide don't mess up, make it down here. My teammate, the bullets there. Right, this is better. Feeling a bit more in the swing of things. Still, all these enemies spawning fucking behind me and my teammates. But again, fireflies deal with them. Looks to be the lot. Head through to the second part of this section. Fight up the wall. I really don't get why you have to use that every time. Is what it is, I suppose.
The German Tiger tank. King
I was wondering where the tank was.
Are you strong enough to defeat?
Try and avoid getting fucking naded there. Tank's running away. I know what that tank's playing about at. Now he's coming back. Normally a tank sits down there, but... I guess this tank driver knows better, right? There you go. Got him. I do not have a clue what he was rolling around on the floor doing, but... apparently that's what he wants to do. I think I might have killed him then. Make an absolute hash out of climbing through that. Try and work out which of these I've got line of sight to. Start thinking about using me camo to get across here. That guy. Set on fire by fireflies, didn't even fucking twitch. Okay, building looks clear. Made it in the church, getting towards the end now. Hopefully it all goes to plan this time.
This is out of control. We have to stop this.
Brute force. Sometimes that's all that's left. All you have.
Nearly killed myself with a nade there. Being fucking silly, but killed the guy in the end. Right, I think fireflies are cleared this corner. Go push to the far corner. Thank God that guy with a shotgun is useless. That should be the top cleared. There's bound to be more that the fireflies haven't picked up on. There you go. Firefly's got a couple of kills that time. Send out another lot. Keep doing that until they don't kill anyone. At which point I know there's no more soldiers. Yeah, I think it's just the SP. So go to the camo. Gun's looking this way, so camo. Took his shield out quick. 2 shots off and wait for it to refresh. He's looking. He might turn away, to be fair. I think he is. He didn't. Camo instead then. Alright, one more and he should be dead. Ooh. He's not looking. Shield down. Destroyed. Go grab some ammo. Get ready to head into my favourite bit.
We killed them. We killed them all in cold blood. I remember it, but I don't feel like I remember it.
After you discovered the Black Project, you went looking for Salim.
We traded the intel from Corvus and the Black Station to the Immortals. Their CDP connections gave us passage to Egypt. Once we had Salim's location, we used an NRC assault to make the grab.
What was so important about Salim?
The doctor was the only one who knew about the forest. Taylor was obsessed. We all were. He said it was the only place we'd ever be safe.
Where did you go, Sarah? Did you find somewhere safe?
We held up in the old aquifers and made our plan to snatch Salim.
The aquifers. The mobile water refineries in the desert. Is that where Taylor and Moretti are headed now?
It must be. Kane should be able to locate the exact coordinates.
Sarah, what happened when you grabbed Salim? What happened in Kevashet? What did he tell you? We need to know.
It's no use, we're out of time. We gotta get out of here.
Why are you doing this to me? I have done nothing wrong.
You were part of it. You were there from the beginning. The CIA DNI mind control program.
Taylor, we got incoming.
Hall, suit up, deal with it.
What do you want from me?
Tell me about the frozen forest.
The forest is nothing. It was just an idea I planted in the minds of the patients. It was meant to help them find peace after the experiments.
Right, the illegal DNI experiment. Hidden beneath a corporate facade, a project that killed over 300,000 people.
It wasn't my fault. Something happened with the software that collated and streamed the test subjects' experiences. The project was no longer under control. I was not to blame.
Then who was?
The project was under the direct command of Sebastian Kruger, a senior executive in Coalescence. After the disaster, he relocated to the headquarters in Zurich.
This is a simulation, right? Like in training.
What the hell is that?
Sarah, these monsters are trying to kill us. If we stay here, we will burn.
Let her go.
Sarah, whoever that voice is, I think it wants to get rid of us. Who are you? What do you want?
The last-second surge of chemical and electrical activity in a dying brain. Short-circuiting the DNI. A flood of memories and thoughts. Half real and half imagined. The last-second surge of chemical and electrical activity in a dying brain.
Okay, well that's going to be the end of this stream. I'll see you in my next attempt.
A flood of